Nobody loves Seinfeld more than prime time. We've been playing clips from the show for as long as we've been on the air. Our favorite character? Obviously Kramer.
I'm Cosmo, Jerry. I'm Cosmo Kramer, and that's who I'm going to be. From now on, I'm Cosmo. The bus is out of control. So I grab him by the collar, I take him out of the seat, I get behind the wheel, now I'm driving the bus.
You're Batman.
Yeah, I am Batman.
Happening, flashing home. Yes!
Taking it to the streets.
Kramer's one of the funniest characters in TV history, and even though Seinfeld's been off the air since the 90s, the show dominates in syndication. But the man who played him, Michael Richards, has been anything but front and center. He took himself out of the limelight 16 years ago. It's hard to walk away from showbiz when you're one of the biggest stars on TV, but that's what Richards did, and yada, yada, yada. He's back with a new book called Entrances and Exits, and he joins me now. Michael, have you ever even seen Jesse Watters' Primetime?
No, just a little. I was catching up on you to get ready for this, but, you know, I've been moving and spinning and getting into this book. And by the way, I just saw some of that footage. I really can't top that.
We don't expect you to. We don't expect you to. The book is incredible. And you talk about when you're auditioning for the pilot, exploring and discovering who Kramer actually was. They wanted you to maybe wear a ponytail at one point. How did you find Kramer?
Well, first of all, there was a suggestion that I wear a ponytail because Larry David, who began to sketch the character through a neighbor of his, Kenny Kramer. And he had a ponytail, so Larry was very close to the look of Kenny and asked me if I would wear a ponytail. And I thought at first that could be interesting. Perhaps it would fall off during a take. You know, the man, Kessler at the time, who became Kramer, wears a hairpiece. I was thinking of how to make that funny, but then I decided I got enough to think about than a hairpiece, so I ditched it.
So you nailed Kramer early, and your character was instantly loved by everybody, and you got to work with Jerry Seinfeld, who you were very close with. What was it like working with Jerry? It seems like so much fun, not like work at all.
Oh, it was work. A lot of work. We all worked very, very hard, but we were all into making comedy, you know, getting into the swing of comedy, and both Jerry and I are deeply committed to that. Our friendship came out of, well, he was a fan from the days I was doing Fridays. He was all for me when I was auditioning for the part. He wanted me for the part. Oh boy, thank you. And we have been neighbors ever since. How's that?
Yeah, okay. And you are the physical comedy guy. No one could bend and contort their body like you. How did you develop that? Was that a lot of bruises and head bumps?
No, I always wore padding. I was very scientific about that. Good. Really, truly. So I knew how to take falls and bang into walls and things like that. You know, it came quite natural. And of course, there were great affirmations when I saw the best at physical comedy, like Keaton or Chaplin or Laurel and Hardy, doing the physical comedy. But it just came out of me, I think, in making my friends laugh. I could ride my bike into a bush and do it in such a way that they would just crack up and we'd all be laughing together. So
yeah. We're watching you right now in your Calvin Klein briefs fall over a potted plant. Was that one of your favorite moments?
Yeah, it was a surprise to everybody. They didn't know. No, I didn't see the footage. Is that where I'm leaning against the wall and I fall to the ground?
Yeah, yes.
Is that
Yes.
You mean you've got me on Fox News in my underwear?
I sure do.
Oh, you. Okay.
You
well,
and
good,
Hunter
as long
Biden.
as you're laughing. Okay. Nobody knew I was going to do that bit on the wall. I saw it was round, and I kept it in mind, and I was going to save it for camera time. A lot of my physical comedy, I save it for camera time. I don't show anybody. I like it to be natural and out of the moment. So that was a surprise, and it worked, and everybody was quite happy after that take.
The Merv Griffin episode, personally, was one of my favorite all-time Seinfelds. What was the inspiration behind that?
Well, you know, I'm very inspired when I'm into Kramer, and Kramer is playing a character. You know, that's the lovely part of that character, playing a character, another character. Now he's a talk show host, you know, so that's inspiring to me because I know we're going to have a lot of fun, and the K-Man's going to take me through it. It's just a matter of holding on and let's giddy up, you know.
The K-Man. We heard Jerry a couple weeks ago say that, I guess, political correctness is killing comedy. Is it?
Oh, I don't know. People are just being more sensitive about what we're saying about each other, which I think is a good thing, and comedy's coming out of it. In a sense, isn't it?
It sure is.
The way the comics now begin to play with political correctness. The ha-ha is archetypal. It's everywhere. It's still going to be with us, and it's alive. It's alive.
You served in the military. Today is the 80th anniversary of D-Day.
I did.
How did that kind of mold you into who you are professionally?
Well, I was brought up without a father, so when I went into the service, I was in the United States Army. I was given tremendous responsibilities when I was 20 years old, and that helped me grow up. So when I came out of the Army, I enrolled at the California Institute of the Art. That was paid for by the military, being honorably discharged. And so what I gained from it were steps toward being a man. It was just necessary for me. I didn't avoid the Vietnam War. I got ready for it, went into the Army, and that's that. I kind of needed that sort of discipline. Yeah.
And you watched Seinfeld with your son, right? For the first time?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that
I did.
like?
I never watched the shows because I could always see how they could be better, and I had to move fast each week in making each episode. And so it wasn't until really in the preparation of this book and getting tuned into the episodes, the seasons, 9 years of it, I watched every single episode in order of them being made as they were aired each week. And I had greater objectivity, and I remembered so much. And I just sat back and just laughed with my son at this amazing show that so many people came together and made. The chemistry and the outcome was just sensational.
It was sensational. I don't watch myself either afterwards. I'm too critical. I'm too much of a craftsman. Maybe one day when my career's over, I'll watch every single Jesse Waters primetime episode with my son and just be inspired by the brilliance like you were.
Yeah, and the life and all the hard work. Yeah, Jesse, you will be. I'm sure you will be.
It is a lot of hard work. Thank you so much. Michael Richards, Entrances and Exits. Great book. Good luck and great to see you.
Thanks, Jesse. Thank you so
Anytime.
much. Thank you.
More Primetime next.